Hello students, good morning. In this lecture we will discuss about the magnetization and magnetic intensity. Now we have already discussed that when electrons moves around the nucleus, it is its orbital motion. When electron moves around this nucleus, then at that time this electron spins. This electron spins. That is, the motion of electron is orbital as well as electron spins also, and due to this electron spin and contributes to the resultant magnetic movement of atom. Vector sum of two movement, that is orbital movement and spin movement. The vector sum of these two movement, orbital movement and spin movement, result into the magnetic movement or net magnetic movement of the electron or net magnetic movement of atom. Now we have studied that the Pauli's exclusion principle. According to the Pauli, no two electron can have same set of quantum numbers. There are four types of quantum numbers are in a set. That is, there are n, l, m1 and ms are the quantum set, and two electrons have no same set of quantum numbers. Therefore, the resultant magnetic dipole moment for these atoms with a pair of electrons in same state defined by n, l and m1 will be 0. And the atoms with odd number of electrons in their outermost orbit will possess non-zero resultant magnetic movement. And inner orbit are completely filled and hence do not contribute to the total magnetic movement of atom. So here we have already discussed about the unpaired electron have net magnetic dipole moment. तर आपण कोणत्याही मटेरियल्सचा विचार केला तर जे आपण मॅग्नेटिक मूवमेंट घेतो ते नेट मॅग्नेटिक मूवमेंट इज द स्पिन मॅग्नेटिक मूवमेंट अँड ऑर्बिटल मॅग्नेटिक मूवमेंट. मग सगळे जे मटेरियल्स असतात त्या प्रत्येक मटेरियल्समध्ये जे मॅग्नेटिक मूवमेंट असतं ते रँडमली राहतं आणि त्याच्यामुळे नेट मॅग्नेटिक मूवमेंट जे आहे ते रिझल्टंट मॅग्नेटिक मूवमेंट will be equal to 0. But there are some materials who shows the net magnetic movement. For example, we can say the ferrous oxide. The vector addition of these all magnetic dipole movements may not be 0 in the ferrous oxide, that is Fe3O4. The net magnetic movement is something in case of Fe3O4 ferrous oxide, and such type of material have net magnetic movement. And the ratio of magnetic movement to the volume of material is called as magnetization. ज्या मटेरियल मध्ये नेट मॅग्नेटिक मूवमेंट होतं त्या मटेरियलचं मॅग्नेटायझेशन होतं आणि मॅग्नेटायझेशन जे आहे ते प्रत्येक मटेरियलसाठी वेगवेगळ्या पद्धतीचं राहतं. जी मॅग्नेटायझेशनची व्हॅल्यू आहे ती प्रत्येक मटेरियलसाठी वेगवेगळी राहते. जे मॅग्नेटिक मटेरियल्स आहेत सपोज आयर्न, निकेल, कोबाल्ट यांचं मॅग्नेटायझेशन जे आहे ते जास्त प्रमाणामध्ये होतं. त्यांच्यामध्ये मॅग्नेटायझेशन जास्त होतं. म्हणजेच when these material are placed in magnetic field, external magnetic field, they respond to the external magnetic field and they allows to pass the magnetic field lines through them, and these materials have the more magnetization. The ratio of magnetic movement, the ratio of magnetic movement, ratio of magnetic movement to the volume of material, volume of material is called as the मॅग्नेटायझेशन. त्यालाच या ठिकाणी आपण मॅग्नेटायझेशन म्हणतो. मॅग्नेटायझेशन. मग ज्या मटेरियलमध्ये मॅग्नेटिक मुवमेंट, रिझल्टंट मॅग्नेटिक मुवमेंट राहतं आणि त्या मटेरियलचा व्हॉल्यूम किती आहे त्याच्यावरून या ठिकाणी आपण मॅग्नेटायझेशन कन्सिडर करतो. म्हणजे ज्या मटेरियलमध्ये जास्त प्रमाणात मॅग्नेटिक डायपोल मुवमेंट असतं ते मटेरियल जास्त मॅग्नेटाइज्ड असतात. फॉर एक्झाम्पल आयर्न, निकेल, कोबाल्ट यांच्यामध्ये मॅग्नेटायझेशन जास्त प्रमाणात होतं. नाउ फ्रॉम दिस डेफिनेशन वी कॅन राईट मॅग्नेटायझेशन इज डिनोटेड बाय दी यम. पण मॅग्नेटायझेशन हे कॅपिटल यम नी दाखवतो. Magnetization is equal to, from this definition, magnetic movement. Magnetic movement is denoted by the small m, and therefore magnetic movement divided by the volume, and this is the net magnetic movement. Net magnetic movement divided by volume of the material is equal to magnetization. म्हणजेच मटेरियल कमी प्रमाणात असेल, व्हॉल्यूम कमी असेल आणि त्याच्या मटेरियलमध्ये जर जास्त प्रमाणामध्ये मॅग्नेटिक मुवमेंट असेल, नेट मॅग्नेटिक मुवमेंट, तर त्या मटेरियलमध्ये जास्त प्रमाणात मॅग्नेटायझेशन होत असं आपण म्हणू शकतो. दिस m इज वेक्टर क्वांटिटी. m इज द वेक्टर क्वांटिटी and the dimension of m can be given by L minus 1 and A, and the SI unit of magnetization is ampere per meter. SI unit is ampere per meter and dimension is -1 in length and 1 in A. Now consider a rod of such type of materials which has net magnetization, and this rod is kept in a solenoid. There are n number of turns to the solenoid. N turn. N is the number of turns per unit length of solenoid. Number of turns per unit length, and therefore I is the current passing through the solenoid. The magnetic field inside the solenoid is given by the equation B naught is equal to mu naught into N into I. We have already discussed about the solenoid, and the magnetic field inside the solenoid is given by the equation mu naught N into I, where B is the magnetic field strength inside the solenoid. Mu naught is the permeability of free space. L is the number of turns of the solenoid, number of turns per unit length of solenoid, and I is the current passing through the wire. Now we know that the magnetic field due to the material kept inside the solenoid can be given by magnetic field due to the material which is kept inside the solenoid. Suppose a rod which is kept inside the solenoid and the magnetic field due to this material can be given by the equation B is equal to which is given by the Bm. Thus the net magnetic field inside the rod can be expressed as this B is equal to B naught plus Bm, and here Bm is the magnetic field due to a material kept inside the solenoid. Magnetic field due to a material kept inside the solenoid, and therefore the net magnetic field inside the rod, we can write here net magnetic field inside the rod is given by B is equal to B naught plus Bm. So equation number 2 to this equation, and this B naught, Bm, that is magnetic field due to the material kept inside the solenoid is Bm, and this Bm is proportional to the magnetization. We can say Bm is proportional to magnetization. म्हणजे एखाद्या मटेरियलचं किती मॅग्नेटायझेशन होतं त्याच्यावर डिपेंड या ठिकाणी ह्या Bm ची व्हॅल्यू डिपेंड राहते. दॅट इज मॅग्नेटिक फील्ड ड्यू टू अ मटेरियल. जेवढं जास्त मॅग्नेटायझेशन होईल तेवढं जास्त या ठिकाणी मॅग्नेटिक फील्ड त्या ठिकाणी डेव्हलप होईल. अँड देअरफॉर वी कॅन से दॅट दिस Bm is equal to mu naught into m. Bm is proportional to the magnetization, and therefore B is equal to mu naught into m. Here we can say this mu naught is the permeability of the free space. Mu naught is permeability of free space. Put the value of equation number 3 and 1 in equation 2. Then we get B is equal to this B naught is equal to mu naught Ni plus mu naught m. This m stands for the magnetization of material. Therefore B is equal to B naught Ni plus mu naught Ni plus mu naught m. We can take mu naught outside the bracket, and therefore Ni plus m. Here this N is the number of turn and I is the current passing through the wire of the solenoid. This quantity is nothing but the intensity of the magnetic field, and therefore we will introduce this quantity as a magnetic field intensity, and this magnetic field intensity is given by the term H, and therefore the H is equal to, here we can say H is equal to N into I, and therefore we get the B is equal to mu naught H plus M, mu naught H plus M, where H is the magnetic field intensity. From this equation, we can find out the formula for H, that is this H is equal to B upon mu naught minus M. H is equal to B upon mu naught minus M. From this expression we can conclude that the H and M have the same unit, that is ampere per meter, and also have the same dimension. Thus the magnetic field induced in the material, magnetic field induced in the material is depend upon the value of H and M, that is magnetic field intensity and the magnetization. And this magnetization also depend upon the magnetization induced in the material is proportional to the magnetic intensity, and therefore we can write here magnetization is equal to Xi into H, where this Xi is called as the susceptibility of the material. Susceptibility. What is mean of this susceptibility? Or we can say this sign is also called as magnetic susceptibility. Magnetic susceptibility, it means it is the indicator of measure of response of given material, measure of response of given material to the external magnetic field. म्हणजेच एखादं मटेरियल जर आपण एक्सटर्नल मॅग्नेटिक फील्डमध्ये ठेवल्यावरती तो मटेरियल एक्सटर्नल मॅग्नेटिक फील्डला किती रिस्पॉन्स करतोय, किती रिस्पॉन्स देतोय किंवा किती मॅग्नेटिक फील्डला पास व्हायला अलाव करतोय, त्याच्यावर डिपेंड या ठिकाणी ससेप्टिबिलिटीची व्हॅल्यू राहते. म्हणजे डायमॅग्नेटिक मटेरियल्स असतात, ते डायमॅग्नेटिक मटेरियलची जी ससेप्टिबिलिटी असते ती निगेटिव्ह राहते. And the susceptibility of paramagnetic material are positive. For example, nickel, cobalt, iron, platinum, these materials respond highly to the external magnetic field. Or we can say when this material, paramagnetic material, kept into the external magnetic field, then there is a net dipole moment. And therefore we can say that this material gives good response to the external magnetic field, and the measure of response of material to the external magnetic field is called as the susceptibility. आपण त्याला या ठिकाणी susceptibility म्हणतो. It is denoted by the Xi. In other words, we can say it indicates as the how much magnetization will produce in the given substance. एखादा मटेरियल जर आपण एक्सटर्नल मॅग्नेटिक फील्डमध्ये ठेवल्यावरती त्याच्यामध्ये किती प्रमाणामध्ये मॅग्नेटायझेशन होतं ते हे ससेप्टिबिलिटी इंडिकेट करते. म्हणजे ज्या मटेरियल्समध्ये जास्त प्रमाणात मॅग्नेटायझेशन होतं त्या मटेरियलची ससेप्टिबिलिटी जास्त असते किंवा ज्यांची ससेप्टिबिलिटी जास्त असते त्यांच्यामध्ये जास्त प्रमाणामध्ये मॅग्नेटायझेशन होतं. देअरफॉर द ससेप्टिबिलिटी ऑफ पॅरामॅग्नेटिक सबस्टन्स इज पॉझिटिव्ह whereas susceptibility of diamagnetic substance is negative. Therefore, magnetization of paramagnetic substance is more as compared to the diamagnetic material. Silicon, bismuth, copper, these are the diamagnetic substance. Diamond, gold, lead, mercury, these are also diamagnetic substances. They does not give the good response to the external magnetic field. Whereas aluminium, calcium, then lithium, magnesium, oxygen, platinum, these are the paramagnetic substance, and the susceptibility of this paramagnetic substance is positive. They gives the good response to the external magnetic field when they kept in the external magnetic field. Therefore, the magnetization is directly proportional to the magnetic field intensity, and therefore M is equal to Xi into H. Now we can put this value in the equation, above equation, that is B is equal to, we know the equation B is equal to mu naught H plus M. Put this value of M in this equation, then we get mu naught. This H plus M is equal to psi plus psi into H. We can take H outside the bracket, then we get 1 plus psi into H. Now in this equation, this 1 plus psi is equal to mu r. Therefore we can write here mu naught into mu r into H. Here mu naught is the permeability of the free space and mu r is the relative permeability of the given material, and relative permeability is equal to 1 plus xi, and therefore this we can say here, therefore this mu r is equal to 1 plus xi. Now this mu naught and mu r is equal to mu, and we know that the mu r is equal to, that is permeability of the material is equal to mu naught upon mu. Mu upon mu naught. Therefore, this mu naught upon mu r is equal to mu. Put this value in this equation, and therefore we get B is equal to, that is B is equal to mu into H. B is equal to mu into H. Now in this equation we have used the mu is equal to mu naught into r. We can put this value in this equation, then we will get mu is equal to here mu is equal to, if you put the value of mu r from this this equation, that is we get mu is equal to mu naught, and this mu r is equal to 1 plus z. These are the different equations dependent upon the magnetization and magnetic intensity. Here in this equation, mu is the magnetic permeability of the material. Mu is magnetic permeability of material. Mu naught is the magnetic permeability of free space, and here mu r is the relative permeability of the material with respect to another material. Here we can say the magnetic permeability is the term analogous to the permittivity in electrostatic. We have used the symbols, that is epsilon and epsilon naught. Permittivity of free space, epsilon naught the permittivity of free space, and epsilon is the permittivity of the medium, and this mu and mu naught are analogous to the permittivity, that is permeability is analogous to the permittivity which is used in the electrostatic. Basically, we can say that the number of magnetic line of force that are passing through a given substance when it is kept in an external magnetic field. The number is the indicator of behavior of material in magnetic field. For the superconductor material, we can say the magnetic susceptibility is negative. If you put the value of xi is equal to -1 in equation mu r is equal to 1 plus xi, then we get the value of mu is equal to 0. That is, it means we can say that no magnetic line of forces can pass through the superconductor material. For superconductor material, the value of xi is equal to -1, and therefore value of mu will become 0, and therefore we can say no magnetic line of force can pass through the superconductor materials. Whereas the magnetic susceptibility for the soft iron it is greater than 1000 for soft iron. For soft iron, the magnetic susceptibility is greater than the 1000. Therefore, we can say the soft iron allow to pass a maximum magnetic line of forces. Okay, thank you.